how to get cooperation. Don't you have much more faith in ideas that you discover in yourself than in ideas that are handed to you on a silver platter? If so, isn't it bad judgment to try to ram your opinions down the throats of other people? Isn't it wiser to make suggestions and let the other person think about the conclusion? Adolf Selch of Philadelphia, sales manager in an automobile showroom and a student in one of my courses, suddenly found himself confronted with the necessity of injecting enthusiasm into a discouraged and disorganized group of automobile salespeople. Calling a sales meeting, he urged his people to tell him exactly what they expected from him. As they talked, he wrote their ideas on the blackboard. He then said, I will give you all these qualities you accept from me. Now I want to tell me what I have a right to expect from you. The replies came quick and fast: loyalty, honesty, initiative, optimism, teamwork, 8 hours a day of enthusiastic work. The meeting ended with a new courage and an inspiration. One salesperson volunteered to work for 14 hours a day, and Mr. Sales reported to me that the increase of sales was phenomenal. The people had made a sort of moral bargain with me, said Mr. Sales, and as long as I live up to my own part in it, they were determined to live up to theirs. Consulting them about their wishes and desires was just the shot in the arm they needed. No one likes to feel that he or she is being sold something or told to do a thing. We much prefer to feel that we are buying of our own accord or acting on our own ideas. We like to be consulted about our wishes, of our wants, and of our thoughts. Take the case of Eugene Wesson. He lost countless thousands of dollars in commissions before he learned his truth. Mr. Wesson sold sketches for a studio that created designs for stylish and textile manufacturers. Mr. Wesson had called on one of the leading stylists in New York once a week, every week, for 3 years. He never refused to see me, said Mr. Wesson, but he never bought. He always looked over my sketches very carefully and then said, "No, Wesson, I guess we don't get together today." And after 150 failures, Wesson realized he must be in a mental rut. So he resolved to devote one evening a week to the study of influencing human behavior. To help him develop new ideas and generate new enthusiasm, he decided on this new approach. With half a dozen unfinished artist sketches under his arm, he rushed over to the buyer's office. "I want you to do me a little favor, if you will," he said. "Here are some uncompleted sketches. Won't you please tell me how we could finish them up in such a way that you could use them?" The buyer looked at the sketches for a while without uttering a word. Finally he said, "Leave this with me for a few days, Wesson, and then come back and see me. Wesson returned 3 days later, got his suggestions, took the sketches back to the studio, and had them finished according to the buyer's ideas. The result, all accepted.